What's up, guys? Welcome back. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button, as well as hit that subscribe button. And if you really mess with your boy, hit that notification bell right on the side. Thanks again. What's up, people? Welcome back. I know it's been a minute, but hey, let's go ahead and hop into the video. So, as you can see by the title, we will be discussing Solo Leveling Reawakening, the movie that just released on December 6th. Of 2024. Man, we're almost to the end of the year. But hey, let's get into it. So, my pros about the movie. The animation is still superb. No complaints on that front. They didn't treat us like they did Blue Lock season 2. Granted, that's a different studio. I'm just saying that drop in quality didn't happen. They're still putting out solid quality work. They are following the source material for Solo Leveling very closely, so there's no qualms in that aspect as well. This is tied pretty close to the manhwa, minus some few tidbits here and there, but those tidbits kind of go into more detail, describing certain events that have happened throughout the world that we didn't really get in the manga. So I like how they're kind of like slowly expanding on that. Just if it's like a 0.1 second of it or something like that, that's fine. The way they are showing Sung Jin-woo's character development is also impressive. Granted, during the recap portion, you can steadily see how his personality, his emotions, his mannerisms steadily change into what we kind of know him as, King Dripple, as some call him. But you can see the development in his character, his emotions, his interactions with other characters throughout the show. So that's something that's been very impressive, very good to see. No qualms in that aspect as well. The art style has remained consistent and has been consistently dope. So if you thought that the art was going to change, nope, it's still the same, still good. We love it. It's crisp. We love it here. All right, let's get into some cons with the movie. So pretty much one of my only cons with the movie is it has to be the length of the recap. So honestly speaking, the recap portion of the movie could have really been regulated to 30, maybe 45 minutes tops. Could have been a little shorter, but I know that they put it in there because they want people to catch up. People who haven't seen it before, it might gain some interest. You might go back and watch the first season, but if you watch the movie, then you pretty much don't have to watch the first season, honestly, unless you just want like more detail in certain tidbits. They did a good job, kind of giving us an overall spark notes of the first season. To me, it was just a little long for my taste. But I guess that is to be expected from people who not only read the comic, but they watched the whole first season too. So, I mean, this is one of those personal cons for me. I really think the recap probably could have been shortened. You probably could have got everything in that little 30-minute span, honestly. And then we would have had time to actually fit in the first 3 episodes of season 2 instead of the first 2. And of course, if you were watching the trailers, reading articles on it, you would have saw that the movie was going to be the recap plus the Snow Elf arc, so to speak, which wasn't really an arc like that. In the manga, it was just like one of the big major events that happened. But it was still like, a very prominent event that happened in Solo Leveling. I think they could have fit in another episode in there, put, a little trifecta, would have been fine. But, and one of the other things I think could have been fit if we were going to have that long of a recap. They probably could have went into more detail on the world and just how the world changed in that 10-year span. I know they hit on it briefly throughout the season, but to just kind of see them go into a little bit more detail, such as, let's say, during the 10 years, what was it like when the first dungeon started to appear, as well as the first hunters who started to awaken and, awaken to their powers. How did they adjust in that short little time frame? Because you have to think, if dungeons started, just popping up all around the world, of course you'll have different perspectives depending on what country you're in. But I also wanted to see, like, how did those hunters react in that time? Like, was it military personnel that were like first responders on the brink of death, and then something awakened in them? Did it happen like as soon as it opened, or did it happen like days after? And I'm talking about, this is like humanity struggling, just trying to, like, blow up these monsters, these foreign elements, like invading from another dimension. What was the human response in that? That's what I was kind of getting at. I kind of wish they would have hit on that a little bit, if not at all. This is kind of like, this is what it was like in those first 10 years. And then kind of go into Jin-Woo's background with his father missing. So if you looked up information on Solo Leveling, you know that his father was one of the original, like, hunters. It didn't really state whether he was, like a super powerful hunter, mid-range kind of hunter, or a weak hunter. Hint, hint. But it would have been nice if they would have did that, went into the family aspect about his father and mother at the time. Of course, his sister was probably in, like, elementary school when this happened, because it's 10 years. He would have been 14, and she should have been, let's see, maybe 8. So it would have been nice to see his family dynamic, as well as, like, when he started doing hunting and knowing that he was the weakest of all mankind, so to speak, when he got that nickname. So it would have been nice to have that fit into the recap, instead of them just going verbatim over the first season like that. Just put in some tidbits, make it, spice it up a little bit for us. But other than that, I really have nothing bad to say about the movie. It was everything I expected. I believe the second season will go off without a hitch. I believe it's gonna be just as exciting and engaging as the first, especially for newcomers to the series. So I can't wait for it to start releasing again, and I believe it'll be released in 2025 in January. Still a bit away. Well, it's not that far away, because we only got a few weeks. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Solo Leveling Reawakening movie. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. You had your own, like, thoughts and opinions on it. Go ahead and put that down there. Be sure to go ahead and follow up with me on, I forget, it's X now. I guess X. If you want to follow me on X, subscribe, hit the like button. And yeah, can't wait to hear you all's thoughts on it. It's time to get it going again. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Peace. Have a good one.